Welcome, friends, and welcome back to the channel and today's live stream. So, guys, today's topic is not just another immigration headline because this one quietly affects millions of real lives, careers, and long term plans. The Trump administration has come, it is expanding its travel ban to more than 30 countries, a significant jump from the earlier list. And while the official reasoning centers around the national security and waiting, the ripple effects go far beyond the border control. This decision touches students planning their education, engineers working in the tech, families on the work visas, and professionals waiting anxiously for renewals or approvals that now sit in limbo. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem made it clear that the administration is evaluating countries based on whether they have stable governments and reliable systems for identifying and weighting citizens. In simple terms, if the US government believes a country cannot consistently confirm who its people are, entry to the United States becomes a question mark. The problem is that immigration systems don't operate in isolation. When a travel ban expands its broadly, it sends a signal that reaches universities, companies, investors, and foreign professionals long before any plane ticket is booked. For international students, especially those aiming for US universities in science, engineering, and technology fields, the uncertainty is immediate. A travel ban doesn't just stop tourist visits, it complicates student visas, delays embassy appointments, and introduces fear around whether leaving the US during holidays or emergencies could prevent re entry. Even students from countries not yet named feel the pressure because expanded bans often lead to stricter scrutiny across the board. The message many students hear is not welcome but proceed at your own risk. For tech talent, the impact is even more pronounced. The US tech industry runs heavily on global skills, including software engineers, data scientists, AI specialists, and cybersecurity professionals. Many of these workers come from regions now directly mentioned or potentially added to the list. When travel bans expand, companies may face delayed onboarding, broken relocation plans, and teams split across borders. Some firms quietly pause international hiring because the unpredictability becomes a business. Over time, this doesn't just affect immigrants, it alerts America's competitiveness. Now, let's talk about H1B applications and those already in the system. For people planning to apply, the expansion creates a chilling effect. Even if the visa category itself isn't officially banned, embassies slow down, additional background checks, and policy reversals can derail timelines. For those already in H1B visas, the necessity is even deeper. Travel games a gamble. Now, because a renewal or stamping delay could strand them outside the country for months, some are awaiting renewals right now, and with the administration pausing or slowing immigration benefit processing for certain nationalities, uncertainty becomes a daily reality. For professionals already living and working in US, this movement feels destabilizing. These are people paying taxes, contributing to industries, raising families, and planning future in America. The administration argues that additional weighting is necessary, but critics point out that many individuals affected have already gone through years of intensive screening. The fear is not just denial but procedural paralysis, application frozen, permits shortened, and repeated waiting cycles that interrupt careers and lives. Another major development quietly fold into this movement is the reduction in the validity period of work permits for some categories. That means more frequent renewals, more paperwork, more scrutiny, and more disruption. For employers, this translates into workforce instability. For workers, it means living in shorter cycles of certainty, never knowing if the next approval will arrive on time. So, what's important to understand is that this travel ban expansion is not just about who can enter the US tomorrow, it's about how America positions itself in a global competition for talent. Other countries are watching, and many are actively adjusting their policies to attract the same students, engineers, and innovators who now feel unsure about the US. Long term restrictive uncertainty doesn't just keep people out, it redirects them elsewhere. The administration insists These measures are about safety, but perception matters as much as policy. When rules change rapidly and without clear timelines, trust erodes. People stop planning long-term future, companies diversify away from US dependence, and students rethink whether they invest their time and money. So, guys, as this situation continues to evolve, the key takeaway for students, tech professionals, and the visa holders is awareness and preparation. Immigration policy is no longer just paperwork, it's a geopolitics, security strategy, and economic signaling all rolled into one. So, whether you are applying, renewing, or deciding where to build your career, this moment marks a shift that cannot be ignored. And as always, this story isn't finished, it's just started. The list of countries hasn't been finalized, implementation team timelines are also unclear, and code challenges could still reshape outcomes. But the direction is unmistakable. Immigration in the US is entering a tighter, and the consequences will be far beyond airports and embassies. So, guys, if this topic affects you or someone you know, stay informed and stay alert. These policies move fast and their impact is very real. Share this video with anyone navigating visas, higher education, or international hiring. And subscribe us for ongoing coverage that breaks down what headlines really mean for the real people. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next time. And also do let me know your thoughts in the comments. We'll await your responses. Thank you so much for watching.